Something amazing about having a car like this that has that old school pushrod V8 sound. Like a new movement happening. Well, I'm gonna just cut to the chase. I'm not gonna BS you guys. I was gonna try and be politically correct and stuff, but forget that. Alright guys, so we're going to go into detail showing you exactly why you need to purchase vehicles like this today. And I'm going to really kind of get into detail, show you why it's so important. I'll do another video going over the Tacoma, why it would make sense to get the Tacoma. That'll be a video we do later on. But today I'm going to show you why it's so important to get cars like these. The Camaro SS 1LE, a car that comes, it's naturally aspirated, has a manual gearbox, and not too much nannies that, spy on you and control you type deal, just like a real good American V8, pushrod V8 car. All right, so let's get into this one. All right, guys, about to bring you another video. Not sure how good you guys can hear me, but yeah, this one is kind of overdue, I feel. I wanted to do something to kind of, help you guys out that are looking to purchase a car right now, and you're kind of struggling with what to get, right? So right now there's like a new movement happening. Well, I'm gonna just cut to the chase. I'm not gonna BS you guys. I was gonna try and be politically correct and stuff, but forget that. So here's what's happening, right? The world is kind of being pushed towards war right now, and normally during war times what happens is you have all the car manufacturers and stuff like that, they stop really catering to the public and they cater to their governments. So instead of using their metals and stuff to build cars, they're building engines to go into different aircrafts or tanks and stuff like that. They all start catering towards them. So I'm not going to go too deep into that, but that's why there's a slowdown on chips and things like that, and I think the US, they're trying to manufacture chips in-house now. They're stepping up. I think the one that's in Taiwan, that TSP or whatever, they're setting up factories here, and then you got Intel and everybody, they're trying to do their chips in the US as well. So with all that being said, right, another thing that's happening is that the people, the money behind the war machine, or the money just behind the government in general, they want to make sure and get their money back. They want to make sure and if they're helping out in any way, they want to get more money back. So what's happening is you're having companies like Ford and Tesla, they're now installing software in their cars to where if you miss a payment, they'll repossess the car and just get it back out, get more money going like that. So it's like a scheme that the smaller buy here, pay here, buy here, pay here auto sales places, they use that where they'll sell you a car, and then if you miss a payment, then they repo the car and they just keep making money. That's the business model basically. So that's happening, right? And because of all these things happening, now you have to decide, okay, do I get the new tech cars, the Teslas, the new Fords is coming out and stuff, all of those are going to be pretty big, and there's going to be huge marketing push behind them and stuff. Now, do you get one of those, or do you get a more old school car like this with a manual gearbox, V8? There's not going to be a lot of algorithm push on YouTube to get these type of cars, but if you're somebody that wants to stay away from the new technology that's coming out, then these are the type of cars that I recommend getting, like the Camaros and the old school Mustangs and Dodges and stuff like that. And I'm going to go through a list of cars that I think that are actually going to shoot up in value, because all the new cars are going to have stuff where they're going to be monitoring your face. They're going to be monitoring, I think, even your vitals at some point. And they're going to have that repossession technology embedded in them. That's going to be the push going forward. So with that being the push going forward, I recommend getting manual gearbox cars, old school V8s, V6s, twin turbos, whatever, but get the old school ones that don't have all that technology embedded in them. And but because, like I said, those are going to be kind of like the freedom version cars, I believe their values are going to skyrocket. So I think like the old school Porsche 911s are going to go up in value. The Camaros are going to go up in value. The 2019 and 2018 Volkswagen Golfs are going to go up in value. The Honda Civic Type Rs, all those cars are going to shoot up in value. So if you have one of those, hold on to it, because they're all going to go up in value. Now, that being said, you can like, you're free to get whatever car you want, but I think there's also a cool factor of getting these cars, and let me show you why. When all the cars are all EVs and stuff like that, and you know, there's no sound, there's going to be something amazing about having a car like this that has that old school pushrod V8 sound. I'll insert like a sound clip here so you can hear what I'm talking about. Yeah, so when the future is all like EVs and boring and controlled and kind of like draconian, like, you know, sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, once they're all like that, the people that have the cars like these are going to be like the extra cool ones. So, you know, just having that V8 sound is gonna stand apart, and just the look of it, like, just look at it, you know. I think this is gonna make it like a lot more special than some of the other cars out there. Now, aside from that, right, if you get like a manual gearbox car like this is going to be like a good talking point in the future. People are going to be like, yo, what's this stick thing here for, and what are these 3 pedals there for? Like, people just won't even know what to, you know, how to use these things in the future. So I think by having like the last generation of them, it's just going to make it that much cooler. It's like a cool factor to them. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think there's going to be definitely like a cool factor having these cars, and I think it's going to be safer, you know, from getting hacked and stuff, because I don't know if you guys were aware, but towards the end of like February, like a lot of companies got hacked. Like Dish got hacked. Like they've been down for like almost like a full week, you know what I mean? I think Boost Mobile got hacked, and a bunch of people got you know, cyber attacked is probably the proper word. So if you have like an all-electric car where, you know, it can repossess itself and stuff, just imagine if a hacker got a hold of that and they directed everybody's car to crash into each other. You can cause like mass hysteria with something like that. So I think just for like a safety, you know, standpoint, get you a manual gearbox, old school V8 or V6 or straight 6, or just a fun car like that's, you know, they're kind of hard to get now, but if you can get them and hold on to them, then I advise you do that. And that's it for this one. Race Car Friends out. Like, I don't know if the color comes off on camera the way it should.
It's a little different.
Oh God, but in person, I know. Let's see. Oh, the sun is pretty much gone, but hopefully the camera will pick up something. Aw, yeah, we missed it by like, why'd you speak up a little bit earlier? Oh, yeah. I wish that we would have caught it right when it was up there, but it's all good. Now, actually, what we still probably have, let's come out this way. Let me see, depending on who's out there, the ocean views. Ocean views is kind of alright. Yeah.
Got a race over here.
Yeah. Dude, the sickest thing is, I did a shoot here once, and there was these 2 guys that just came out of the water, and I was just like, yo, where'd you guys come from? They swam all the way down from Bathtub Beach down there.
Oh, damn.
And they said they saw a bunch of sharks on the way up, and they just kept on swimming. But they're from Canada, so you know, they're built different. They're built different.
Exactly.
There we go.